Hey everybody, how's it going? This is today pre-recorded footage of a ultra hard run we did on the channel. So let's just get straight into it. Alright, so we're gonna start with a little bit of an introduction to the channel and who I am. This is the first proper video we've uploaded. My name's Stewbat. You can call me Stew or Stewbat, either or. We mostly stream on Twitch. The links are all below, twitch.tv/Stewbat. But I'm hoping to maybe start uploading a little bit of content on here too. Mostly gonna be like Twitch highlights, I'll be real. But hopefully we can get some original content like this. This wasn't done on stream. I tilt kind of easily. Those who watch me already know that. But yeah, the idea is going to be stuff that we do off stream will all be recorded, and then we can either, I don't know, maybe do some bits and pieces of Terraria footage, or runs like this where I didn't want to do it on stream because I didn't want to turn it into a negative experience where I'm just getting angry. So yeah, the little bit of backstory behind this: we did a few attempts on stream a little while back. Then I got told with Repentance it got harder because there was more champion types, more mob types. The item room pools got slightly worse, so that was great. It wasn't really what I was looking forward to. And you might be wondering what that start was about, where we ran into the curse room. We'd been resetting a couple of times. I'd only really been going for runs where we had an item room or two item rooms, either or, were in the start. Purely because I would rather start with an item and hopefully a good item, you know what I mean? This wasn't that. I was starting to get a little bit tilted. I'd been doing it for a little while. And I was like, you know what? F it. There's a curse room. We'll just, we'll run in, we'll see what's in it. Who knows, there might be an item. And then when I saw the Dark Beggar, I was just like, you know what? Let's suicide. I'm not bothered. This run's over. As you can see, it didn't turn out to be over. What actually happened was we got the mark and somehow protected our Devil Deal chance because you see we've got the Black Heart from that, or the Sin Heart, I believe. So that was good. We started off with a nice fat damage up and a Black Heart, so we got to protect that a little bit. And then next room we got a random syringe, which is sometimes okay. With this it is good because we got a health up and also a damage up. Tears down is a thing, but we can fix that at some point else in the run, right? Hopefully. We had a bit of a nightmare with this challenge, I'll be real. Lots of attempts. Lots of me kind of getting annoyed. Purely because I misplay a lot. Scatter bombs. As you just saw pop up on your screen. This is an item that I really enjoy. I like scatter bombs a lot. A lot of people probably wouldn't recommend that to someone like me. I walk into everything in this game. Anyone who's watched a Twitch stream of mine will know that. But you gotta speculate to accumulate, don't you? So it is where it is. And as you can see there as well, the shiny penny paying off there. The battery pack, a bit meh. But we did get a champion belt, which is good. So that's another fat damage up. 7.45 damage, floor 1. We'll take that. Extra champions, it's ultra hard. You know what I mean? It's ultra hard. It is what it is. This is another item that I could care less about. But it's an item, right? And it's also 1 of 3 for Mom Transformation, which at the very least gives us a little bit of protection out the back. Didn't get so lucky with that gold penny. Can't win them all. Anyway, yeah, so it's obviously to the naked eye, this doesn't look like a great start. we've got 1 heart because we threw all of our health away. Half a black heart, which at the very least, providing we don't get shafted by the boss, protects our devil deal. But the stats, we've actually got really good stats for a change. And like that, it just doesn't happen, honestly. We've had so many attempts. Even the attempts that I had where we had good items, we kind of ended up like shafting ourselves one way or another, whether that was just like by walking into stuff or, you know, you know how it is. Honestly, the flat file kind of changed the run. It changed the run completely. Like, I'll be real. Not having to take damage to get into cast rooms is massive. As you can see, because I have extra hearts, that I was tempted by the devil deal. Don't let the devil tempt you, boys and girls. Fun fact, this is my least favorite flaw in the game, including all the new stuff. I hate this flaw. I hate flooded caves. It sucks. Just some of the enemies you get on this floor, I could really do without them being in my life. But hey, we don't get to say in the matter. Here we are, flooded caves. However, as you may notice, from the starting room right there, we've got the boss room straight to our right, which was kind of beautiful. Like I say, and I will repeat this probably, as somebody who likes to walk into all the enemies in this game, it was kind of big that this happened. I was hoping that was going to blow the corpse up, but, you know, again, we can't have everything. And here is where, basically, the mental arithmetic that's going on here is, do we go in there while we've still got coverage? The consensus was yes, we do. Purely because otherwise I didn't think we were ever going to get an angel deal. I know me, thankfully. I know me, and I know for a fact if I go and explore this floor looking for the item rooms, hoping to get something that might help us, I know personally that's not going to happen. I'm going to lose my coverage. I'm going to get shafted. As you can see, we've gone a bit risky here though, because we have lost the coverage. So this basically is going to take a perfect fight to guarantee that angel room. And even then, it's a 72.5% chance. We have missed out on bigger chances than that, unfortunately. But as you can see, my gameplay was kind of good here. Y'all probably wouldn't be used to seeing this. Like, we were dodging quite well. We got kind of lucky with the boss rooms. That's a big part of doing this challenge. Jesus room. And oh my days, we got Godhead. That's a nice fat damage up. That's an aura around our tears. My confidence went through the roof here. I can't lie. I got a bit confused there as to why the spikes weren't there. Another fun fact about me. I have a very terrible memory. So I almost immediately forgot, not minutes later, right, that I'd picked up the flat file, so there's no spikes. I was kind of waiting for them to pop back up at that point. So this is, the rest of this floor is just me being super confident for a change. Clutch dodge there, Stu. You knew exactly what you were doing, don't worry about it. It wasn't sheer luck. We're just looking for the item room, and the main thing here is, well, item rooms. The main thing to look for on this floor is the fact that since we've already had our angel room, like taking a bit of damage is, it's not great. Obviously, because we don't have a lot of health to play with on this challenge. But what I will say is, oh look at that amnesia pill. Amnesia pill on a challenge where we already can't see shit. What I will say is, there's ways and means of getting around the damage we take, right? So, for example, we could get sun cards, we could get health up items, we can get full health pills, as you can see there, as my man Drob would call it, a golden beezy, which is really good actually, considering we have scatter bombs. I would have kind of liked to have had that going at the boss fight, but you saw so far we've took a couple of hits of damage. There's no way we would make it to the end of that boss fight without taking enough hits. Purely because those spitters, I don't know all the names of the enemies, I apologize. Purely because we kind of got shafted by them. Here's a fun fact. Normally I wouldn't take Dunce Cap, but these have like slight homing tears. And at that point it's really good. And also it's a blind room, we couldn't see it. If I remember rightly, the rest of this floor is a lot of me wandering around aimlessly bombing everything. Purely because my mental mapping isn't great. Like, an expert player, or I dare say even like an intermediate player, could look at this and figure out exactly where the hidden rooms are. I know how to find them in the big rooms thanks to a video I watched from Grizzly Guy Gaming. However, with mental mapping not being one of my talents, we sort of struggled without being able to see the map. So yeah, we take every pill we find basically, purely because it's ultra hard anyway. If we're gonna get shafted, we're gonna get shafted, so we might as well. Unfortunately, because ultra hard, you get no heart drops. It was worth bombing the tinted rock, because we could have got like small rock or something, which is another fat damage up. Since we were already on 1.7 speed, it wouldn't have made a difference. It had just been a nice damage up at that point. But, you know, no soul hearts, which is unfortunate. Why did I bomb that wall? I'd already done it. The floor was dark. Look, I'm watching this back with you guys. Okay, I'm gonna pick it apart too. Shot speed down, it is where it is. It just gives it a little bit more time for the aura to tick over, I guess. But it's neither here nor there, really. Realistically speaking, I've had better runs than this, Phil. I don't think I have any right winning this run, but you know what? Let's say, right? They don't ask how, they ask how many. And how many is 1, and we never have to do this challenge again now. Alright, so, in the downtime, while Past Stew is running over this map repeatedly, backwards and forwards, just losing himself in the moment, what I'm going to do is, tell you guys a little bit about me. So, like I said, I'm Stewbat. You can call me Stew or Stewbat. You can call me whatever you want. I'm not really bothered. I work in a bar for a living. As a pub manager. That's my, like, 9 to 5, I guess. However, this is the thing that I've been enjoying doing. So I do this. I do, like, some writing on the side. That's a little bit unfortunate. I do writing on the side, which is really good. I enjoy that. And I also stream and hopefully do this. Not specifically like to make a career out of it. I know the statistics around that. But it's something fun that I like to do. You know what I mean? And here we go. We got an extra life, which is beautiful. Again, as you can see there, no spikes. And that's just something we love to see, right? Yeah, so this is something that I like to do in my downtime. I spend most of my days basically around like drunks and idiots. So I like to get on when I'm done, stream till late, and just chill talking to like-minded people and sharing the experience. It's fun, and I guess in a way, being able to do that is kind of like every guy's dream, right? Just a heads up here, this is me trying to remember if I've found both item rooms. Turns out we hadn't. I just run backwards and forwards. It's what I do when we can't find the map. It probably drives people wild. Trust me, it drives me wild as well. It's painful for me too. The only thing that would have made this run like absolutely god tier is if one of these many mushrooms we popped gave us a magic mush. That'd have been beautiful. Acid Baby is a thing that I'm like very indifferent about. I don't really care for it. But what I will say is I'm pretty sure he does help at some point. So as long as he does a job, right? That's the main thing. We're shortly moving on now. I believe, yeah, here's the shop. All we look out for in shops in Ultra Hard is literally just 7-cent items. Unless we are stacked. If we're stacked like we kind of are now, 37 coins, we may take like regular items, but specifically 7 cents, because your money doesn't go a long way. Obviously you don't know what you're buying, but if you're spending 7 cents on something, like, there's nothing really wrong with that. And the fact we got a stopwatch there is huge. And there's a Balls of Steel, so we've got coverage going into the next floor, and that is so important. Like I mentioned, and like most of you probably know, Ultra Hard, no health drops. So if you get a Lover's card, it's not going to drop 2 hearts. If you get a Hierophant card, it's not going to drop 2 hearts. The reason Balls of Steel is good, however, is purely because you get to have those hearts immediately placed on your health bar. What was this one? A range down. I think... Wait. Pre-fly? I'm sure that said range down. Another thing about my gameplay, I use a few mods. The ones I use are, we have the spin down dice preview on, just because I think it makes the experience better, like as opposed to chat trying to find out what an item is, or me remembering all the item IDs, which, as we've been through, my memory is shocking, so that's just not going to happen, right? The other things are, we use the external item descriptions, which is really good, because it helps me keep track of one of like the many items in the game. But it's also good for anyone who's like new to the game or new to the channel. They can also see what we're picking up, so I think that's really good. Yeah, so things aren't looking great here, but rest assured, we'll come back stronger, right? So we got another range down and a what makes you small. We love those. The other one, what makes you large, can get in the sea as far as I'm concerned. One makes you small is where it's at. The smaller the better. Let me dodge all your tears, thank you very much. Here, I'm not really sure why I bothered going for those, honestly. We could get a gold chest. The gold chest pools are okay. You've got like speed ups and stuff in them. They're not bad. They could be better, I guess, but they're not bad. Again, in that room with the statue in the middle, that was us getting really confused about the spikes again. Like I said, my memory is really poor, and you know, as we get older, it only gets worse, right? I guess. So back to a little bit about me. I am a lover of sport. I'm a lover of anime, and I'm a lover of tech. Anything phone related, anything PC hardware related. I want all the latest and greatest, and if we can get it, then you know, that's great. I like to mess about with stuff, I guess. As I mentioned, I do writing, so that is like, I'll write articles that are sport related. I'll write game and like tech reviews. I can link the website for that in the description below eventually. We got really tempted to take that, but it was kind of pointless because, you know, hearts don't drop, so it's not going to drop them either. Very tempted to take this trinket, but as you will see in a moment, any second now, we decide completely against that. And there we are, back to our normal size. The good thing about it, though, is that we'd already had a smaller pill. While the larger pill doesn't affect your hitbox, like it doesn't make you bigger, it does kind of mess with my head at least. Not most people's, I'd imagine. They're probably just fine with it. But me, personally, I struggle a lot not being able to see where my actual hitbox is. As you can see there, by the way, that is a 2 of clubs. However, the tooltip mod that I have picked it up as a joker card at first, and I got like super excited about that. I was like, yes, we're getting the angel room straight away. Turns out we didn't, but you know, we can't have everything right. The run was already going kind of well. Like, first angel room godhead, you can't turn your nose up at that. Back to killing some time before we do that. It's our third and final pretty fly. You'd love to see those. Orbitals help a lot when you run into things. Yeah, so we do reviews, we do sports articles, we do esports articles. I am a huge lover of esports. Specifically, more recently, Rocket League. I'm big into Rocket League. I love playing it. I'm not specifically good at it. That's why I'll leave it to the pros, I guess. One day, maybe, I'd like to potentially be like an esports journalist. I think that would be something cool to do. But, you know, who knows? I'm an old man at this point. I'll take what I can get. Death card there. Always useful. As long as we come back for the algas, right? Because, oh, risky business. The algas, 20 seconds of invincibility is really, really hard to turn down. Like, even over massive amounts of damage and stuff, in my experience, it's a lot. Look, we still keep going for these hidden rocks, but we haven't really had anything pay off yet. Excuse me. Alright, so D12. How many of you guys have had a run saved by D12? I don't mean the old rap group. Be honest. Let me know in the comments. How many of you have had a run saved by D12? Well, what you're about to witness here is a run saved by D12. Look at that. What a beautiful sight. And that puts us right back in the game. Granted, we've been doing kind of well to avoid damage, I have to admit. Knowing me the way I know me, it's kind of well. I wouldn't feel comfortable with a soul heart and a regular heart. However, we didn't have to have that. It's fine. It's great. We got blessed. So we got the mum's purse out of the shop. We got the pleeper, you know, the eye peeper. We got that from the first item room. We've still got one more to get, I believe. Although I might be wrong. Oh wait, no, the other one was D12. If I remember rightly though, I got super confused. And I was looking at my item list on the right hand side, thinking I didn't have the items. Turns out we got an active, and that's fine. So the crazy thing about this, excuse me, it is currently 4:25 in the morning. I'm recording this before I go to bed. So the good thing about this run is we actually made some crazy speed. There was a moment where I kind of got tempted to do the hush floor just for some extra items. I talked myself out of it. Don't worry. I'm not that stupid. Although some would argue. I believe now we are just looking for the boss rooms again. Which we do kind of remember sort of where they are. See, the problem is I would like to record these things a little bit earlier. But when you've got kids in the house, you kind of have to take all the quiet time you can get, right? Some of you guys won't have experienced that yet, but I promise you, you will learn to appreciate the quiet time you have when you have currently 8 and 2-year-old causing havoc in your house. So this is me again forgetting that we've not got all the item rooms and, you know, chancing secret rooms, when realistically what do we need a secret room for? We're in a good position. Don't take it for granted. That should be the message that, you know, we take from this run. We've had far too many of these runs fail. Thankfully, right now, spoiler alert for my stream, I guess, I haven't played Isaac today. On the day of recording this, we played Cuphead today. We've finally finished all of our challenges, so that's good. We can move on with our lives back to the regular unlocks. Sorry about that, we had to mute the recording. Doggo wanted to go out. And yeah, while we're running around aimlessly, back to a little bit about me and I guess my family. We like to rescue animals. We have currently 1 cat and 1 dog. The dog is a rescue. We've also had 2 other dogs. One we unfortunately had to rehome. She was a rescue. She was found abandoned by an industrial estate by my wife. We took her in. We were going to rehome her, and then we kept her, and she was my little baby. She was awesome. She was called Zelda. She was like a German Shepherd cross. Unfortunately, she had quite a lot of like mixed breeds in her, so she was like very defensive, but like scared of everything. And when we were trying to plan our second child, unfortunately, we decided that we couldn't really find the time to give her the long distance hikes and walks that she realistically required. She had energy to burn. She was such a good, fun, beautiful dog. But unfortunately we had to rehome her. She went on to a lovely woman who regularly hikes and stuff, and I miss her every day, but you know, sometimes you gotta make these decisions, I guess. And we now have a child out of it anyway, a second child, so you know, it's fine. Then we also had a little Yorkshire Terrier. He was also a rescue. He passed recently. Good dog. He lived to like 16. It was like he was never going to pack in, really. You know, stubborn little git. But he was a good dog. And we've rescued like kittens and stuff in the past. But, you know, we just love animals. We hate to see people do bad by them. So, yeah, that's a little bit more about me. On to some more Isaac. These boss fights, these aren't my favourite bosses, I'll admit. This guy spawns the dark bonies, the ones that explode on death, and also fire like 5 bones at you. I really don't like bonies. I have a lot of trouble dodging them. But, you know, we're still learning again. Thankfully we made short work of it. Ooh, which do we pick? Left or right? More HP and another Balls of Steel pill. Nothing to turn your nose up at, right? And then here we go. We've got what I would consider, if I remember rightly, to be quite a solid Blue Mom fight. I've had much worse with much better builds. Yeah, that's a damage list, by the way. I'd love to see that. We chanced it. We didn't get anything in particular. Not that we need anything, because obviously you have to remember hearts don't drop. So if it spawns tinted rocks, it is what it is. But one thing we could have got, a small rock, you know, a nice damage up. And considering we're max speed at this point too, these things messed with my head. I struggled a lot here. And again, another super lucky room layout here. We're like straight to our right and into a boss room, which helps so much with this challenge. You have no idea how happy I was there, because I like I say, I've struggled so much on this damn challenge. And again, look, we're quite lucky with the bosses it's thrown at us too. Like, we can't complain about this. I'll always find a way to complain, but like, you know, we'll take it. If it's the option is this and the other stuff we normally get, then yeah. That is a bit crap. Of all the things we could have got there, you know, pretty meh at best. Again, don't really know why I used the D12 there. Probably should just save it just in case we need it, because right now it's not doing anything. We got quite lucky with another angel room, and Bible, you know, it's meh, it's a book touch. We don't really need it, so. And these chests, by the way, I love these chests. They're so good. That's a much welcome tears up. And then we got scammed by the other one. Now, the problem with the tears up from Squeezy is that normally it drops soul hearts. Obviously, we can't have those. It's unfortunate, but tears up is more than welcome. Now, here is a flaw I hate. I really hate Sheol. I don't know why. When I was first learning the game, the Satan fight, I had more trouble with the regular Satan fight than I had with like the lamb and stuff. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's just the 3 phases. It kind of like messes with my head. But again though, we're getting kind of lucky with enemy choices are massive. This is what you need, realistically speaking. Like, it's like, here's what I compare it to. I play a lot of like Diablo, and when you're fishing for leaderboards on Greater Rifts, it's not just about like you know, what you have or what build you've got or anything like that. You need to fish, right? You need the right enemy types, you need the right floor layouts. Like, as you could see, we got really lucky with a bunch of these. That again is just another HP up, and we only found that because we did randomly use the D12, so I'm kind of like backtracking on myself a little bit there. But if I'm being honest, we probably should be saving it, because if it's a rainbow poop that's going to save the run again, then, you know, do we want to waste the potential for a rainbow poop in a room like that? No less. It paid off. It's fine. And we also get bombs that have like massive puddles of creep. Again, like, you love to see it. And scatter bombs with it too. Look at that. That's just beautiful. This Satan fight, dare say one of my best. It is a strong build at this point. Talking like 9 damage, Dun's cap. So you take, at this point, you've just got 2 9 damage pills, 9 damage tears, and they're homing as well. Like, I'm not surprised this went really well. Next floor, usually what I would do is I would add full clear. The only thing I wouldn't do is the lamb, because there's no need to do it on this run. However, again, a wise man once said, Mr. Drob official, he said, if your build is good enough to do Mega Stand, there's no point. Just do it. Just go and get it done, right? So we could have got a better active item from one of those chests. Could have got a better active item from one of the bosses. Was it worth it? Probably not. We have a build that can comfortably do this, as long as we don't mess up. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go quiet, and we'll just enjoy the Mega Satan fight. as you can see, things are a little bit sketchy towards the end there. Everything wasn't all roses. We likely wouldn't have got that done if it wasn't because of the algae. I'm not entirely sure how some of those flames hit me, but you know, it is where it is. We can't really complain. We got the win, and we never have to do this challenge again. And to me, that's the main thing, as well as Samson feeling healthy. Alright. Yeah, that's all for this video. Don't worry if it's a little bit all over the place. You know, things are gonna be like that for a little while until I get used to this. But yeah, feel free to, you know, join us on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. All the links will be below. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace.